One more minute and we'll start. It'll be 9394.
I think it's live started, Rupa. You can start.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening, masters. Hello and welcome to this session. It is day 5 of the 11-day session that we are doing on 18 guiding principles of PSSM. We will be looking at PSSM principles and we'll be sharing wisdom from the masters who have met Patriji here in the United States as well as in India. We will soak in their wisdom and Patriji's wisdom as they see it. And after that, we will go into meditation. Usually, this is the format we follow. We go over the principles that we covered last time, and then we learn 2 more principles. This is the format we have done, but today I want to do things a little differently. The reason being, after covering 10 principles of PSSM, today I've planned to cover 11th and the 12th principle. And the minute I saw these principles, I realized these are so much close to our heart. Let me show you the principles and then you'll realize what I'm talking about. The principles that yesterday we covered was connect with the nature and no spiritual clothing, no body marks, no rituals, just civilian clothing and just meditation. This is what we covered yesterday. But today, my plan was to cover 11th principle and the 12th principle and also revise the other ones. But looking at the 2 principles that I have to cover today, impart meditation training to children right from their early childhood and learn to live as masters, never as disciples. These 2 principles is so much close to my heart because one, the 11th principle is about children and the 12th principle is about us masters. So that's the reason I will deep dive into only these 2 today and tomorrow we'll review all the 12 tomorrow. Coming to the 11th principle, impart meditation training to children right from their early childhood. This every word that I'm saying, Master, is coming from my heart because it is regarding children. And children, as we know today, they are facing such high levels of stress. And the American Academy of Pediatrics, they say they are telling the parents, teach them meditation. It is AAP, American Academy of Pediatrics, telling the parents to share meditation practice with your kids. And it is also telling the teachers, please make mindfulness training part of your curriculum because they realize how important it is for the children today to learn meditation. The simple act of teaching the kids to stop, just drop everything that you're doing, close your eyes, and just breathe. Just breathe. That is the greatest gift we can give them. They need it. Why? Why do the kids these days need it? Because whether they are young, the grade schoolers, teens, young adults, they all have to learn how to manage their strong emotions, the anxiety, the depression, and how they have some behavioral issues, school performance, eating disorders, low self-esteem, low confidence levels. These are the issues they face today. And one and only one solution for all that. Meditation, mindfulness, meditation. Just one solution to all their problems. It will help them physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally with one technique. There was a trial conducted in a summer camp. That summer camp had 166 teens who were at the risk of cardiovascular disease. Masters, just imagine less than 20 years old and at the risk of cardiovascular disease. Why? Purely because of stress and lifestyle issues. They are at their desk, they are in their couch, they are not connected to the nature. They're in fact not connected to anything else other than themselves. Sometimes not even themselves. That was the reason for their risk being at risk for cardiovascular diseases. So they introduced breath awareness for them. And when they did, they saw that their heart rate and blood pressure went down. That's a big help. The teens, the children, they need help. They need to know what it is to observe breath. They need to connect to the nature. This is what we have to teach them. Observing the breath is the key for them because it helps them to reduce their stress, their anxiety. It helps to boost their self esteem, their low confidence levels. It will help with that. And it will give them mental clarity. It will help them to focus on their studies, perform better, sleep better, behave better, eat better. We are hearing eating disorder issues with the kids. The first thing we can do is to teach them to observe their breath. Patriji realized this need. What Patriji said is, you teach them meditation early on in their childhood, and later you give them a knife and a gun. They know how to make the right use of it. They're not going to misuse it. And I hats off to Patriji because he understood. He didn't say introduce it to any kids. He said early childhood. There's a reason for that. Because early in their childhood, maybe 5 years, 6 years, the kids will know only how to copy their parents. That's the time when you have to teach them. Make them sit for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, less than, yeah, about at the time when they are just copying their parents. Most of the time, till 10 years, they are just copying their parents. If the parents are not meditating and if the parents are telling them, meditate, it will help you, they're not going to do it. They have to observe it first before they do it. They have to observe their parents, they have to see the effects, and then they do it. But it has to be done in the early childhood when they are just copying, and it is easy for them. It will become easy during the early childhood. Once they are in their teens, it is a bit of a challenge. It is a little bit of a challenge, but it can be done. But early childhood, as Patriji says, training from early childhood. Why? Because it is easy for them to copy, and they will do what their parents are doing. It is easy. It comes easy for them then. They have to sit for 5-10 minutes, less than 5 minutes based on their age. Observe your breath. What kind of thoughts can bother them? Good thoughts, good memories. So Patriji was so forward thinking. He said, introduce it to them in the early childhood. And I'm so glad that our Atma meditators have already started teaching the kids. I have seen many sessions being held for the kids, um, for the teens. I, and if any masters out there need help to get their kids to do meditation, they can reach out to either Pushpa, Sirisha, Lakshmi. They are all helping the kids with meditation. They're doing a great job. They're doing just a great job because the kids, they are um, they need help. They don't realize they need help. So even before we can reach that stage where they are having sleeping issues, eating issues, help them beforehand. Take a proactive step. And the best way to teach them is that you meditate first. And once you meditate, they will learn. They will learn and they will continue to do it. Masters, I was in Denver and they had a midi meditation summit there when I went there. And they gave an award for a 5-year-old kid. because she meditates. And it's a music teacher. And before teaching music, she will tell the kids, meditate. And then in that, one girl stood out. In that, she's a 5-year-old girl. She's very consistent with meditation. She'll get up in the morning and meditate, and in the evening, before doing the music session, she will meditate. So they got her on the stage and they said, show everybody how to meditate. She literally sat on the podium, and she sat on the floor, and she clasped her hands and she said, close your eyes and breathe in, breathe out. She showed everybody, and for about a minute or two, she was sitting silently and she was observing her breath. She got a big round of applause. And I was like, oh my God, it can be done. Because it's possible that those children, they cannot sit in one place because at that time they are naughty. But when you say meditation, they can sit. I saw many small kids. And in this, I think, was she the oldest, or was she, maybe she was the oldest. They can sit and they can meditate. And all the mental disorders that we are talking about now, hyperactivity, attention deficit disorder, whatever the mental issues kids are facing, one and only one solution: meditate. And thanks to Patriji to bring it to us. With this, we go to the 12th principle: learn to live as masters and never as disciples. Masters, if the 11th principle was regarding children, this 12th principle is very much about us. It's us. We enter meditation to have a self mastery on ourselves, and not to become somebody's follower and have a guru and become a disciple. No, we are gods. Patriji, PSSM, and the spirituality tells us that we are part of that divine spark. We are part of that. We are a spark from that divine source, that ultimate source. If we are small sparks of that supreme power, why are we not even recognizing our divinity? We are divine. Aham Brahmasmi. But it is a challenge to recognize that and feel that. Oh, yeah, I'm God. It's easy said. Do you believe it? Do you feel it? Do you show it? Is low confidence, low self esteem, sadness, depression, anxiety, is that God qualities? It's not. It's easier to say, I'm God. It is easier to hear that you are God. We are all gods. But as gods, we cannot be sad, depressed, anxious, have low confidence levels, have a bad health. I will not go to health, sorry, I'll take that back. Low confidence levels, low self-esteem. This is not God qualities. It's a challenge to why are we not recognizing our divinity? I always used to think why we cannot recognize our divinity, because there are layers and layers and layers of dust sitting on our spark. How do we clear this dust? I had this question long time back. How do we recognize our divinity? And what is divinity? What are the qualities, first of all, what are the qualities that we have to recognize? Then I did a workshop, uh, and one of the masters clearly mentioned what it is what are the God qualities? Love, 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 compassion, unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, all knowing. These are the God qualities. With all these, there is no confidence or self-esteem issues. We have to recognize that. That's how we recognize the divinity in us. And how can we do this? How can we dust off the dust from and recognize that spark? And how can we live a divinely life? By the meditation Patriji taught us. Clasp your hands, observe your breath. Just breathe, 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 and observe it. Patriji said, non-violence and non-interfering attitude is the first and foremost you need to become a master. We already finished one of those principles where he said, no violence. The animal kingdom is not for violence. You have to be compassionate towards them. No violence. No violence, no interfering, no gossip, no interfering in somebody else's life. Talk about your life. No violence, no interfering. Become a master. So, masters, let us live like a master because we are one. We are divine. We are a master. So that's what Patriji says, live as a master, not as a disciple. Even the first day you enter into meditation, you are a master. Even if you don't enter, you are a master, but you will not know that you are one. That awareness comes only after you start meditating. These two principles about children and about us, I felt it from my heart, and these are the two principles I really wanted to touch upon today. And I have done. I'm done talking about principles, and I'm ready to take any questions if you have. We will review the other principles tomorrow, but I really wanted to focus on these two principles because these two principles needed maximum attention and deep diving because the kids need all the attention possible, and the best gift to give them is meditation. And the best gift we can give ourselves is meditate and realize our true nature through meditation because we are divine, we are masters, we are not disciples. Any questions, masters? I'm ready to take it. You can unmute yourself, master. I'm not in control of that. If we have no questions, today I have the honor of introducing our master, Sirisha Pamidi. Everybody knows her, but a brief introduction. Brief introduction, but then if I start to talk about her, I've known her for 6 years, I can talk for 60 minutes. But um, just to go with a short introduction to Sirisha Pamidi, she's a dedicated meditation coach and a very big volunteer at Atma. And she's expert at guiding. She's a life coach. She's a meditation coach. She's a life coach. And through consistent practice and deep self-study and a practice of Sati meditation, she's here selflessly working, really. All our Atma masters, including Sirisha Pamidi, they all work so selflessly. Um, all I can say it is I do not know how else to put it. Words don't convey the amount of selfless service all our Atma masters do, and Sirisha Pamidi is one of them. All must have seen her, and she's life coach, and I think uh, she does counseling sessions as well. So I hand it over to Sirisha Pamidi. Handing it over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rupa, for a sweet introduction and what you have explained very well today. It's very, very important. That's what Patris are. He he made as a masters, not disciples. So it's all my pleasure to share my experience, my story with Patrisar. Before starting that, my hearty congratulations to you for initiating this program and Lakshmi Devi. And my deepest pranams to Dr. Brahmarshi Pitama Patriji and Swarnamala Patri Madam for giving a beautiful technique to evolve into a greater self today. So, you are all new masters, but I am old master, oldest master. Since 2001, I am practicing Anapanasati meditation. It takes little longer time, I think. Be patient, Rupa, and all friends. So, for me, Pitamaha Patriji is pure consciousness, a light, wisdom, and awareness itself. He is my friend, guide, master, and legend, the rule breaker. Yeah, you correctly heard that. He is a rule breaker. Through his book Anapanasati, I was introduced to meditation. While reading it, I felt deeply moved. My soul had been longing for this wisdom for lifetimes. After finishing the book, I had a strong desire to meet him. At that time, in the year 2001, I was living in Bangalore. So, in that book, I found the number of his secretary, Master Shivappa, and immediately called to ask how I could meet Patriji. So he told me that I would soon be coming to Bangalore for a session at Alhanga. I overjoyed and eagerly waited for that day. So when the day arrived, I met Patriji for the first time. That is my first U-turn. His friendly way of speaking really amazed me. It was not like the traditional guru and disciple relationship at all. He broke all the usual ideas of hierarchy. So it was easy and approach to talk him. Later I understood he created that feeling you and I are one. That's why he addresses, my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear God's co-creators. So it's so lovely, right? So in that way, he breaks the rules. So he breaks second rule, that spirituality is only for rishis, sadhus. It is not for family. The whole world is. So he said, the whole world is samsara. Samsaramlo nirvanam. Middle path. So one must fulfill both family duties and spiritual duties with equal devotion. So it's for everyone, friends. Since then, I've been meeting him whenever he visits the Maitreya Buddha International Pyramid at Bangalore. So, and also he visited my mother's place many times in Bangalore only. Many of us believe that usually we think that when we take darshan of gurus, meeting a guru will make all our problem vanish. But he broke that belief. He broke a third rule. He straightaway cuts through all limited belief systems ruthlessly, masters. So today, yeah, I'm starting with the breaking rules. So fourth rule, he dispelled the common illusion that sharing our problems with the guru brings us peace, right? Sir said that if we come to him and share our problems, it will be multiplied. At that time, I didn't understand. Later, I realized that whatever we speak, it leaves an imprint on our own mind. In that way, we create our own reality. That is the essence of spiritual science. That's why Sir continually fine-tunes Vakshetra. Immediately he corrects our Vakshetra. Every time I meet him, my mind becomes still completely zero. I just stay quiet and listen, waiting for the wisdom that flows from him. Usually I meet him in the Annadana area where he asked me to serve food to everyone. So deeper meaning it has. Later I realized that he was teaching me that when you are in the Sasrara state, true service flows naturally. So, whenever I miss to meet him in the valley, he comes to my mom's place. So we used to go there and meet him. So that also it's a significance is there wherever we meet him. It's a even place and what we listen from him and what actions we are watching him. Everything its inner meaning it has. So later I realized that I was completing the cycles of life and death. Through my spiritual experience, I could behold the purity of my Akashic record. So that also one significance. And one day I heard that PSSM Travels was organizing a tour to Egypt. All my friends went on the first trip with Patriji, and after the trip they're sharing their experiences in an extraordinary way. So after listening, I really wanted to go on the second trip. But I heard that the second trip, Patriji is not joining to the trip. So, but my friends are all, they're forcing me and they're suggesting me to visit Egypt must. I strongly decided to go to Egypt, but my mind kept worrying, how can I leave and go without my family? Will my husband allow me to leave the kids? What will my in-laws think? So many questions in my mind. And also I heard that Patriji would not be joining the second trip. So like that, it's my all it's some worrying. My mind started worrying. All my friends were encouraging me and suggested, go and ask Patriji whether you can go on the trip or not. So I thought, okay, let me ask when Sir visits the valley. The time came. That time I met him in the reception area. And suddenly Sir asked, what do you think? What am I? I didn't answer immediately and thought very deeply. I have no word at all to speak what I didn't answer. There, Sai Kumar sir was there. He suggested uh, that sometimes we have to make decisions for our own spiritual growth. So, okay. After that, okay, finally, I went back to home actually, but somehow I called Patri sir and said, I'll go to Egypt. He replied, will you go now or in the next life? My God. It's a very, very short question and answers, not big questions and answers. But even though it's a short question, it makes us to think. So I was stunned. I made my decision and informed my family. To my surprise, my husband mysteriously booked the tickets to Egypt for 13 days. Since then, I've been experiencing many mysterious moments on my journey. That was my second U-turn in spiritual growth, friends. As soon as I landed in Cairo, I could sense Patrisa's consciousness around me. I felt his energy protecting me from all unwanted energies, vibrations. So we meditated there in the Giza pyramid, and I connected to my higher self and returned to Bangalore. So friends, it's a Giza pyramid. It symbolizes spiritual significance. So it stands as the Agna chakra on the of Mother Earth. So after that, every time I meet Sir, so after the trip, again whenever I meet him, he asks, "Which place are you from?" Again, I know it's a tricky question. So yet I answer confidently, "Bangalore, sir." Slowly, he's keep on asking me same question, but I am answering the same answer. After some days, I started asking questions. I asked, "Sir, please guide me the correct way to breathe, because meditation revolves around the breath only. But with my cold allergies, I'm not able to follow it properly." So, with little courage, I pushed myself and I asked, "How can I question him?" So, in that way, I asked him. He replied, "I have given everything to you." Then, answer is done. Again, I fell into deep thought. If I have given everything, what is this ignorance that still cannot let go? All that was hidden began to come out in the form of pain. Nothing gave me joy or satisfaction, yet I never gave up my practices. Once I informed Patri sir that I had signed up as a volunteer for a global conference. So it's small conversations whenever I meet with Patri sir, small conversations what I'm sharing today with you all. So one sir, I'm updating. Sir, I had signed up as a volunteer in this global conference event. So immediately he replied, so he too volunteered for PSSM, he said. Volunteer for PSSM? I know he's the founder of PSSM, but sir replied, he's a volunteer for PSSM. I was surprised and did not understand at the moment. So later I realized a profound lesson. We must always remain aware of our spiritual ego and surrender completely to the will of the Almighty. So that's what I realized, friends. And another time, one more question I asked Sir about the chakras. He said that we should see all the chakras not vertically. It should see like horizontally. So the universal energy will take care when we need it and how to balance, where to go, where not to go. So then it will be grounded. We should never try to forcefully activate the chakras. That's what I heard from Patriji. Like so, and one I had one last personal question to sir about my son. Actually, he got a confirmed seat in engineering college in Bangalore, and also he got admission in the USA. I asked sir for advice, and he told me go to America. This time I knew my son was meant to go to America, but I was unsure how to bring it up at home. So around that time I was reading the book Surrender Experiment by Michael Singer. So that book, whenever I read the book, I get some message from the book and I surely implement the wisdom of the book. So in that book, what I learned, when we fully surrender and accept every situation as it is, new paths open naturally and our spiritual growth unfolds effortlessly. So, with this understanding, I handled the situation at home. Everything fell into place easily for my son. His seat in America was confirmed without any obstacles. Since he was born in the USA, 1998, I came to Connecticut and again I went back and 2001 I came to Chicago and I went back. So 2 times I came here. I didn't like to stay here. I went back to Bangalore. So my elder son was born in Connecticut. So he is a citizen, right? So for him, for he is so for the engineering we came here. So it's easy for him to get the seat here. And I received another message to check on non-interference. So during meditation, just I'm checking myself where I got interfered in others' life. So during meditation, I realized that I should not interfere even in my husband's thoughts. So it's revealed. I saw that it was I know his dream to come America and do work here. He loves to visit America. So there I checked and released. That time a major shift happened. So immediately received an offer job in America. So the whole family needed to move. I accepted gracefully. Acceptance means that I had to be fully detached. I realized I could not hold on to my guru in the usual way, at the Pyramid Valley, my own home, my friends, parents, siblings, right? I let go of everything and happily said goodbye. So in the year 2007, I came to Atlanta. It was my third U-turn in my spiritual journey. So my consciousness expanded and I began to experience many mystical visions during meditation, which I saw my own face shining with divine light. My past lives were revealed to me and I experienced the consciousness present in everything. Whatever I touched, a chair or potato object, I could feel the life within it and sense how our thoughts affect everything around us. So after coming here also, Patriji used to come here, right? Every year he comes, usually he visit USA. So the first time I met him at the Buddha Pyramid Meditation Center, He gave me a mystical experience and awakened my awareness. Usually we would do a gentle massage for Sir. That day too, I was pressing his feet, and in that moment, I experienced something extraordinary. The instant I touched his feet, I felt as if I was in the vastness of the cosmos. Fraction of seconds, it happened like that. I am amazed. And another time I met Sir at the Nirvana Pyramid Center. There he gave me the book Dhyana Jagat and told me to read that. To my surprise, every word in the book, every letter in that book was filled with light. Oh my God. So many surprises, right? So after coming here, actually, see, I left my place, parents, and all. My husband, after coming here, my husband has been a constant source of support, encouraging me in everything I do. In our new home, Patriji sir inaugurated the Siddhartha Pyramid Meditation Center. At that time, in his speech with he revealed one supervision. Sir said that many masters here would take charge of the governance of the cosmos. So, like it's a supervision he revealed. And we participated in the Vegetarian Conference in New York and the Pyramid World Conference in Chicago. Actually, what I observed in India, Sir trained us with great seriousness, but in America, he was very cool and relaxed. That's what I observed. So I have many such sweet memories with Sir. The last time I met him was in February 2022 for the first time I saw his body looking tired and weak. As I looked at him, my mind remained calm and free from any emotion. At that moment, I firmly decided that a pyramid must be built in Atlanta. That was my last conversation with Sir. Finally, in July, I came to know that Sir's health was critical. But I had a strong intuition that I didn't have permission to go there. All the other masters from here went to see him, but I trust my intuition completely. Before Sir left his body, I was officially informed. I cried a lot and couldn't understand why I was not allowed to go. Then I asked one of the masters there to show me Sir's body on video. The moment I saw it, I felt that Sir's consciousness had completely reached here. Later, when we organized the celebrations here, and I understood that I was chosen as an instrument to spread Sir's consciousness in this place. From the time of the Egypt trip itself, Sir had been preparing me not to be attached to his physical form. So we don't know masters. It's a play. It's a leela. Later in our spiritual growth, we understand deep essence what it is. So even today I feel Sat presence. He's like an Everest of wisdom and light. For any spiritual seeker, it is a golden opportunity to travel with such a master. Wherever he went, he brought direct wisdom for self-realization to infinite wisdom. The essence of the Vedas, Upanishads, ancient scriptures, and the teachings of New Age masters, and all these scripts, he simplified it very easy so that every common person could understand. In that way, it's easy to practice meditation anywhere, anytime, any place. So we need not to go and sit, do meditate in Himalayas. He brought the Himalayas at your place. So much wisdom. Just if you are ready, you get the wisdom. Friends, it's one more thing. Sir always says, no one can truly do good. No one can truly harm to anyone. Sir clearly said that everyone must uplift themselves. He always emphasized, your breath is your true master. Until his very last breath, he kept awakening people. Though he left his physical body, his consciousness continues to guide all who practice Anapanasati. Even new seekers, masters today can feel his presence and guidance within. Millions of masters have attained enlightenment and now leading the PSSM movement with great wisdom and dedication, friends. Jai Ho to all the pyramid masters. Jai Ho, Patriji. Patriji's vision is my vision too. It's really so much transformation is bringing in everyone's life. Only following a simplest method, procedure, Anapanasati meditation. So friends, I sincerely invite every pyramid master to visit Atlantis pyramid land, experience its profound mystical energies and become a part of the pyramid Jagat. Thank you friends. Thank you for giving a golden opportunity to me to share a wonderful journey with Patrisa. Thank you, Rupa. Over to you. Shall we do meditation?
Yeah. Sirisha, just give 5 minutes before meditation. Um, Masters, I know some of you are new, but some of them are Atma meditators, but all the new masters, if you have anything, please unmute yourself and say, if you wish, please go ahead and say. But I am, I've been hearing to her for 6 years, but every time I hear her, I do get, I feel lost in her speech. But see, masters, how she has used the surrender experiment, and she surrendered to everything, took anything that came by, and everything worked out so beautifully for her. And it's, yeah, to use meditation. And mostly of all the things that she said, I only see surrender here. She surrendered to her guru. There's a difference, master. She surrendered. So when she surrendered her, we can see what a beautiful life she has now. If you have no questions, master, we can go for meditation. Thank you so much, Sirisha. Thank you for so much wisdom. Every time I hear, I feel that I'm hearing again and again. It's the first time I'm hearing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rupa.
Thank you.
We will do meditation and I'll start meditation. I'll share music.
Sure.
Okay, friends, sit in a comfortable posture. We are practicing Anapanasati meditation. Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath. Sati means to be one with your breath. Gently close your eyes. We are observing normal breath, easy breath, happy breath. Today is a full moon day. Let's all connect to the group energies and our higher consciousness. Let's feel the presence of Pitamaha Patriji. 10 and 5 minutes. Just be with your normal breath. 1 or 2 minutes. Last 2 seconds. Come back all your senses into your physical body and recollect all your experiences for a moment. Okay, friends. Keep your both hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Gently open your eyes with a big smile on your face. Thank you, friends. Over to you, Rupa.
Thank you, Sirisha. That was so beautiful meditation. Masters, does anybody want to share their experiences? Not just the meditation, about the meditation experience, anything you could, if you want to unmute yourself and say something, go for it. Anyone, Masters? I think we are good. Thank you so much, Sirisha. Shrikant sir wants to say something.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Uh, so first of all, thank you, Rupaji, for that wonderful uh, the principles what you talked about. Uh, we could really feel that it was coming from your heart.
It was.
So thank you very much for that sharing. So that you can get it from your heart only when you feel it, right? When you experience it. So that was visible. So thank you for that wonderful sharing. Now coming to Sirisha's experience, yeah, I would have heard at least about 100 times, right? But still, you could see that energy, you could see that glow on the face when she talks about Patriji, right? Because she has so close encounter with him, and she has experimented various things, and she has applied all those spiritual wisdom, whatever she has learned in her life. That is the beauty. That is the beauty. That is why it doesn't get bored you when you talk n number of times also. So this only the spiritual knowledge doesn't become stale, irrespective of whoever's knowledge it is. Spiritual knowledge, and it when it adds up to your personal experience, then there is no question of becoming stale. Right? So that's why even when we hear n number of times, always there is something new what we could find, we could uh, we could understand from a different perspective, things like that. So thank you, Sirisha, for that wonderful sharing, and also the amount of dedication you put on spreading this word, or in spreading any, taking up any projects. You never think twice. So you always go with the intuition, which is very strong always, and you live up to that intuitions. For some people, even the intuitions are there, it is very difficult for them to follow, right? So she does both. That is the beauty. That is the beauty. And thank you very much, Sirisha, for all the wonderful services. And we need to go a long way. So keep rocking. Thank you.
Thank you, Shrikant. So this story cannot change, dear friends. This is the my real story with Patrisa. Whenever you ask me, say the story comes, but with a different energy, maybe
Mhm.
because of our energy evolves, right? Consciousness evolves. Maybe you can feel that different energy, but same story. Thank you.
Ready to hear it all over again.
Yeah.
Ready for it anytime again.
Mm.
And thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. If anybody has nothing to share, we can meet again tomorrow, same time, same link, same ID, same password. Thank you so much, dear friends. Thank you.
Thank you all. Good
Thank
night.
you. Thank you. Good night, everyone.